Imagine your gut not as a battlefield, but as a rainforest dense, diverse, and teeming with life. Inside you live trillions of microorganisms, bacteria, viruses, fungi, and even archaea. And despite what we've been led to believe, they're not enemies. They're some of your most powerful allies in maintaining health. This complex ecosystem is called your gut microbiome. It mostly resides in the colon and operates as a living, breathing community where each microbe plays a distinct role. These microscopic residents aren't just passively hanging around. They're actively shaping your immune system, influencing your brain, and even managing key aspects of your metabolism. Let's start with the immune system. Microbes train it to distinguish between threats and friendly visitors. They fine-tune immune responses, helping to prevent overreactions like autoimmune conditions. They also defend your gut barrier, the wall that separates the contents of your intestines from the rest of your body. As these microbes digest the parts of food that you can't, mostly fiber, they produce short-chain fatty acids like butyrate, propionate, and acetate. These compounds, especially butyrate, are crucial. Butyrate serves as the primary energy source for the cells lining your colon and helps seal the gut barrier, preventing unwanted substances from leaking into the bloodstream. This helps keep inflammation at bay and protects your body from unnecessary immune activation. But the gut isn't just about digestion or immunity. It's tightly connected to your brain. Through the gut-brain axis, microbes communicate with your central nervous system. They influence neurotransmitters like tryptophan, a precursor to serotonin, and even interact with the vagus nerve, the superhighway between gut and brain. While serotonin made in the gut doesn't cross the blood-brain barrier, it still affects nearby nerves that send signals directly to your brain, impacting your mood, cognition, and how you handle stress. On top of that, your microbiome helps regulate your appetite, cholesterol, insulin sensitivity, and overall inflammation throughout the body. When this internal ecosystem falls out of balance, a condition known as dysbiosis, the results can ripple out across your health. Type 2 diabetes, cardiovascular disease, inflammatory bowel disease, allergies, even neurodegenerative conditions have all been linked to it. But here's the best part. Unlike your genes, your microbiome isn't fixed. It responds quickly and dramatically to your daily habits, what you eat, how well you sleep, how you handle stress. In fact, in just a matter of days, you can begin reshaping your microbiome, transforming it from a state of imbalance to one that supports your long-term health. The single most powerful thing you can do for your gut microbiome? Eat more plants, and not just more but more variety. Your gut microbes thrive on plant-based fibers, specifically what scientists call microbiota-accessible carbohydrates. These are found in foods like legumes, whole grains, vegetables, fruits, nuts, and seeds. The more diverse your plant intake, the more diverse and resilient your gut ecosystem becomes. A massive study called the American Gut Project found something fascinating. People who eat more than 30 different plant foods per week have significantly more diverse microbiomes than those who eat 10 or fewer. And get this, the number of plant types eaten was a better predictor of microbiome diversity than the person's diet label. Whether someone was vegan, vegetarian, or omnivore mattered less than how many different plants they consumed. This pattern has been echoed in other studies too. One large-scale analysis that looked at stool samples from over 21,000 people showed that more plant diversity meant greater microbial diversity, and more of the good guys linked to heart health, liver function, and reduced diabetes risk. On the flip side, diets high in red meat were associated with more inflammatory bacteria, like Bilophila wadsworthia, which is known to contribute to various chronic conditions. And just to throw in a fun curveball, early data from animal studies suggest that microbiome diversity might even affect physical attraction. Male mice, for example, seem to prefer females with more diverse microbiomes, possibly because it signals stronger immunity. Whether that applies to Tinder swipes remains to be seen, but hey, it's one more reason to eat your veggies. Now, if your current diet is low in fiber, it's important to scale up gradually. A Stanford study found that people who suddenly doubled their fiber intake, jumping from 20 to 40 grams a day, experienced more inflammation at first, especially if their microbiome was initially lacking diversity. That doesn't mean fiber is bad. It means your microbes need time to adjust. Think of it as training for your gut. Go too hard too fast and you might tap out early. Instead, build slowly. Add lentils to your salad once or twice a week. Throw in some beans with dinner. Keep it manageable so your gut can adapt and avoid the gas and regret scenario that leads people to abandon fiber altogether. A simple hack to boost plant diversity? Buy frozen mixed berries or vegetables. They're picked and flash frozen at peak ripeness, nutrient-dense, and super convenient. Another trick is to cook and then cool starchy foods like pasta, potatoes, and rice. This process converts some of the digestible carbs into resistant starch, basically turning comfort food into gut food. And the benefit? Lower post-meal blood sugar and more fuel for your microbes. And here's something not many people realize. Many plant-based antioxidants, like polyphenol, also act as prebiotics. Most of the polyphenol you eat aren't digested in the small intestine. They pass to the colon, where they become food for your gut microbes. You'll find these compounds in colorful fruits and vegetables, as well as foods like apples, olives, dark chocolate, coffee, tea, and broccoli. So no, it's not just about eating healthy. It's about strategically feeding the ecosystem inside you. You're not just nourishing yourself, you're nourishing trillions of microscopic allies who, in return, help protect and heal you.